So when it comes to black women, the world has studied them for days, especially the hidden culprits, which are the white gays. Let's discuss. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Beasley here. I hope you all are staying cool, calm, and collected out there. So today is a topic that I, as usual, have had in my notes to do for quite some time, but didn't know how I wanted to execute it, but today we're going to get into it. So today we're going to once again talk about the white gays. Yes, you, the white gays. You house in the Hamptons having whores. You Fire Island dick pigs. But I want to talk about the white gays today because one thing that I have noticed throughout my whole entire working life is the sheer fact that white gay men, especially down here in Texas, in Bottomsville, Texas, they always tend to act like what they think is the mannerisms of a black woman.
Why do these gay guys like acting like black women? Meanwhile, not a single one of them are black. Because on my For You page, there's been this beef that's circulating in the gay community. And I was going to mind my business and watch, but I can't get past the fact that all of them are trying to act like something they're not. And it's so clear. Like, I saw a stitch from this white guy and he's wearing a bonnet. What the actual fuck is going on? And before anybody goes, well, what do you mean talking and acting like a black woman? You know exactly what I'm talking about because they all have the same fucking accent. And they're from different parts of the United States. Even black people in different parts of the United States have a different accent because it's regional to where they're at. But y'all put on this like fake social media accent that you heard online because you're not actually around any black people. And you're like, oh, we're all going to talk like this. And it's so hard to like take shit serious because you know that the personality they're putting on, they're not doing that when they're around their family during Thanksgiving. It's very different. And before anybody goes, oh, you know, lesbians do the same thing. Yeah, I know. That's why I made several videos saying that it's fucking weird behavior.
Full disclaimer, before I get all the way into it, I love white people. I love my white people. Y'all sometimes don't really love us, but for the most part, black people do love white people. But I will say I call out all the bullshit that goes on with the black gays, so I can definitely call out all the bullshit that goes on that I peep with the white gays. So if you guys don't know, if you're new to my channel, I used to work in the beauty industry very heavily, and the main subgroup of people that get promoted the quickest in beauty are white gay men. Really gay men overall, but mainly white gay men. And within the beauty industry, I work closely with a lot of white gay men, and I would have some of them confide in me. Literally on like 4 different occasions, I've had a white gay man tell me that, like, I'm just a black woman on the inside. I just feel like my spirit animal is a black woman. And every time they would tell me that, for some reason, I would always just freeze. I would just be like, I just don't know what to say to that. Like, I don't know how to combat that because it's like, yeah, you like the woman in my community, but is it flattery and a compliment, or is it you being a caricature? It's kind of like a catch-22. It's because you admire our women, but my thing is, do you have any black female friends? And do you like black women for the actual woman that's in front of you, or do you like the stereotypes of a black woman that you think every black woman acts like? And y'all, one piece of vocabulary from the Urban Dictionary that I've been using pretty consistently lately is aura farming. The phrase of today is aura farming. Aura farming is defined as internet slang for doing things intentionally to look cool, stylish, or impressively confident, often trying to cultivate a strong personal presence or aura points without looking like you're trying too hard. And one thing that I've noticed with most of the white gays down here is that they, 9 times out of 10, to look cool and confident, they mimic their version of like a Southern belle black woman. See, the thing with aura farming, for the dawn of time, white women have been called out and caught for aura farming. Like, you know, the blackfishing, stealing TikTok dances from black women, and also being a first lady and stealing speeches from black women. But the thing is, white gay men have been aura farming black women for years, but they don't get called out for it because they put on that caricature, they put on that fake black Southern black scent, and then it's funny, it's entertaining, so nobody calls it out, and therefore they also 9 times out of 10 befriend black women, and therefore nobody calls it out because they're the gay best friend. And when it comes to aura farming, like I said, with that fake Southern Belle black scent, is like their version of African American vernacular, like AAVE. That's what you guys call it these days, the acronym. But y'all, it's like when white gay men, like when they're, like during their adolescence, they get to a stage where they're ready to come out. And whenever they're ready to come out, they want to be a cooler version of themselves. And for some reason, the aura of a black woman gives them the confidence to be a cooler, accepted version of themselves.
What is up with gay white men and black women? What's
that? Oh, that's
about?
easy.
What? What is it?
So when I was a very young child, someone asked me in front of my mother what I wanted to be when I grew up. And I said a black woman. 100% true. Do you know why I said that though? So I was raised in church. Every encounter I ever had with a black woman, she was robust, fabulous, and unapologetic and stylish and loud, and she laughed loudly and she enjoyed life. And so every time I ever experienced a black woman, it was this person that personified an energy that I liked, an energy that I respected, and I wanted to be that. So, you know, flash forward to being an adult, I choose to be grateful that my life has been molded very significantly by strong melanated women.
You're a gay white man.
Who, me?
And one thing that most white gay men deem as cool is black women and black people all within the LGBT community. Like, you know, the shade culture and the sass and all that, the sass and pizzazz. Like, black women are trendsetters. Black LGBT people are trendsetters. So white gay men look at that and like, oh, that's strong, confident, and cool. And I want to be that. I want to be represented as that. And y'all, no matter what part of the United States they're in, what region they're in, for some reason, when they aura farm black women and start to act like them and adopt their mannerisms, they always form that Southern Belle black scent with that twang on it. Like, it's hard to describe, but they all try to sound like a hybrid version of Madea, NeNe Leakes, and Phaedra Park from the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Jesus, the Lord God Almighty, He can turn water into wine.
Yes, he did.
I got to go to the liquor store to get mine. Won't somebody praise Him?
While you were running your mouth with him, I was running to the bank, sweetie. And depositing a Trump check. Honey, Donald Trump.
Yeah, the one you laughed
I am rich. I don't need anything from you. You are the one that's losing houses and cars, sweetheart.
We didn't go to high school together. No, we didn't. Because she's older than me.
However, just a few years.
Well, we won't go there, but
We can.
well, you weren't in high school with me. You
No.
were older than my oldest brother, so we weren't
I'm
in high school.
43 to be exact.
Well,
I'm 43 to be
Okay.
exact.
All right, well,
Actually, I just turned 43.
okay, well, congratulations. Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
For some reason, the white gay men that adopt that Southern Belle black scent, they always get far ahead in their careers and also in society, especially if they have a social media platform. Like, I don't know what it is, but that is like, it's almost like digital blackface at this point. Like, they have the mannerisms and quote unquote the accent of a black woman that they think is a black woman that represents all black women, and they get pushed because it's entertaining. But a black woman can't get pushed the same way a white gay man would get pushed by doing the same thing and having the same mannerisms. And y'all, the perfect example of this was this movie by the name of Loqueesha. So y'all, when I was preparing for this video, a light bulb in my head went off and I was like, I remember that movie Loqueesha and all the immense backlash it got. It is a Tubi movie, and at this point, Tubi is like Disney Channel for adults. But y'all, when I sat and watched the Loqueesha movie, I understood why I got the backlash. The backlash was warranted because when you watch the trailer puts you off to actually watching the movie because you see a white man perpetrating as a black woman to get ahead and to get more money.
We're gonna be the biggest thing in radio, but I still need my anonymity.
You nervous? Very. It's not a crime. It's theater.
You live with Loqueesha. What's your problem?
Hi, Loqueesha. It's Bree.
Oh, I ain't talking to you, not the way you sound. Next caller.
You go, girl.
Loqueesha is a real role model for every African-American woman on this planet.
Yo, I sat through the movie and honestly, it was good garbage. But I was able to see a very important lesson in all of the cheapness of the movie. Real quick, the premise of the movie is this guy named Joe. He is a bar owner and he has a divorced wife and a son. So people go to his bar to get advice from him because he's really great at really reading people and telling them exactly what they need to hear. So this black woman comes in and she like just broke up with her boyfriend or had issues with her boyfriend, and he gives her advice. And she loved it so much to a point where she comes back the next day and she saw a listing that this local radio station wanted to hire on a new radio talk show host so that they can have like a new show and all that. Joe doesn't want to do it at first. He's content with keeping his bar, but he went ahead and went to the audition because his ex-wife got onto him about him stepping up to the plate and paying more for his child's tuition. So Joe goes into the audition as himself, and while he wasn't bad, they didn't like the fact that he was just a random white man. So after he didn't get the audition the first time, it was a pre-recorded audition. After he didn't get it, he saw on the listing again that it said woman of color preferred. So therefore, he does his audition all over again. He pre-records himself with that hard, sassy Southern Belle black scent. After that audition of him cosplaying and aura farming as a black woman, they went ahead and picked him up, but they thought it was a her, and he went by the name Loqueesha. And y'all, like I said before, modern entertainment mirrors today's society. And this movie literally showcased the fact that white men can get far ahead by aura farming and acting like black women. But when Joe gets that job, it's a hit. Loqueesha is a hit. People are actually listening to the radio again and tuning in for Loqueesha. And it's to a point where he gets offered his own talk show on OWN. But the problem is, he's a white man. So to keep the world from finding out that Loqueesha is actually a white man, he hires a black woman by the name of Renee to basically like act like she is actually Loqueesha. For example, he would just act like he's the bodyguard escorting her to her radio studio to do her show. And in reality, she sits to the side and he takes on the microphone, showcasing that Southern Belle black scent. Later on, Renee finds out that Joe turned down getting a talk show on the OWN network, and then she threatens to out him and basically tells him about himself that he's literally cultural appropriating black women and showcasing that and literally aura farming it, but making money off of it. Them two get into it, and then Renee ends up doing the talk show on her own, and she literally fucks it up. And by the end of the movie, the character Joe ends up making up with Renee, and then he confesses to the world that he is actually Loqueesha. And at one point, it was kind of like supernatural too, because he literally, it was like Loqueesha was taking over Joe's body, and he literally says that there's a black woman living inside of him.
What was that?
I think I might be a black woman trapped in a white man's body.
But he confesses to the world that he is actually Loqueesha, and the world accepts him, and he ends up basically getting two talk shows, one as Joe himself and the other as him playing Loqueesha. Now, one problem I have with that movie is that Joe didn't learn shit. Like, I felt like there was a lesson to be learned in there, as in white men cosplaying as women doing digital blackface. That's a no-no. Joe literally ends up being accepted by society. He gets to have his cake and eat it too. And the black woman that helped him get the radio gig, she chastises him about, like, do you think that all black women talk like this? Like, is this your take? Is this how you see black women, basically? She challenges him. Joe doesn't learn the lesson. And she ends up giving him some pussy at the end in return. But like I said, you guys, the lesson was right there, but it wasn't learned, and therefore that makes the movie kind of a wash for me. But it was funny. It was a funny, entertaining movie. But I will say that white men are able to further their platforms by aura farming and acting and cosplaying like a black woman. But yeah, outside of the Loqueesha movie, we do have real life examples of white gay men cosplaying as black women and furthering their platforms off of it. For example, the TikToker by the name of Landon Romano. Landon Romano is a popular TikToker basically for talking in that sassy Southern Belle black scent.
I fell asleep last night like I was going off general anesthesia. I took y'all's advice, and y'all was correct. I posted about the Lemmy Focus gummies. I said I love them. Y'all said, wait till you try the Lemmy Sleep. Bitch, say less. I ordered them. When I tell you I took this bitch straight to the head, 15 minutes later, my eyes was rolling to the back of my skull like I was getting real good. I was gone. I was out this bitch. I was in space and on Mars with the motherfucking aliens and UFOs.
Shit done fucking broke down again. Now I gotta get out here in my fucking dress. I'm so irritated. Hold on, bitch. Hold on. What the fuck's going on with this? What's wrong with it? Hold on, bitch. Let me call AutoZone. I'm about to sick of fucking tired of this. I should have left him repo this motherfucker. Hello? Can y'all come up here and fix this? My car's in a stroke. It's an emergency. Bring some WD-20. Yeah, as soon as y'all get here, I'm putting this bitch up for sale on fucking Craigslist. Cause I've been taking care of this motherfucker. I put an oil change in this bitch in 2016. See, you wanna keep playing with me, bitch. I've been taking care of you. I've been taking care of you. Keep breaking down on me. Fuck you.
Now, I'm gonna keep it real. Some of his TikToks are funny. I would not take that away from him. But majority of his personality and aura and how he's presented is literally off the backs of black women.
Landon Romano is cosplaying a black woman his whole entire career. He gets brand deals. Here's what I'm confused about. There are black women who act like that naturally, who are raised like that naturally, who would not get the same brand deals and equate to the amount of success he has had based off the fact that they're being themselves. It is only shiny and attractive on a white gay man. And that's the problem. Is his skits funny? Yeah. But it's funny because it's relatable, because I know people like that for real. I get irritated and I get mad because I know it's women like that right now who don't have no choice. Like, it's in them. They don't have to pretend. It's not on them, it's in them. They don't have to pretend that. He watched that, he took it, and he created success from it. And if that ain't the whitest male shit you could do in America, that's what frustrates me. Them deals he got, that money he got, is all because of black women. And those same black women cannot get the same success as him by being their natural selves in a culture that they were immersed in, they were born into. They are called ghetto. They cannot get a job. They got to fix their hair. They have to think about every single step they take and have double consciousness. But he gets to amount loads of success on Instagram, TikTok. He's about to get a brand deal. He's about to be on Netflix and some more shit. TV.
And then we also can't neglect to mention Shane Dawson. If you don't know him, he is one of the original YouTubers, one of the founding fathers of this platform. I will say, on a positive note, I did enjoy his era when he did conspiracy theory videos, because me personally, I am a conspiracy theorist. And yes, shit is as bad as we said it was. But y'all, at the beginning of his rise as a YouTuber, he was the original version of digital blackface. He literally even did digital blackface.
I'm here looking, I'm singing in front of Simon and my girl Paula and my boo Randy. Yo, man, we got a hot one right here. We got a hot one right here. Oh, thanks, boo. Not you, bitch. I got a hot pocket. It's bomb as hell. Woo!
But y'all, his character NeNe was absolutely ridiculous, starting with that name. Loqueesha, NeNe. Like, is this literally what y'all think of black women? Especially in his old videos, the way he portrayed black women was just very very disgusting.
No, I am NeNe, and this is my homegirl, black as shit.
Word of the day is nigga.
Oh, nigga, bitch, monkey woman, you're the best.
Now the thing with those videos, y'all let that shit ride and ride and ride, because at the time nobody was really awoken like that. And then on top of that, the black women that participated in these videos looked like they went along with it. So in the eyes of the white gays, that made the shit okay. And y'all, it just goes to show, why is it that white gay men get pushed off of acting like a black woman? Like, why is that? Why is that pushed throughout the algorithm? Like, I don't understand it, and I don't know why some white gay men naturally do that, because I can guarantee you 9 times out of 10 they do not act like that around their family and their white friends. And then on top of that, sometimes white gay men and white people in general use AAVE to kind of like, it's like they're stooping down to our level, to them, in order to talk to us. And it's just like, just talk like a regular fucking human being. And then another thing, I have to get on you black gays for a little bit in this video as well. Y'all also cosplay as black women, wearing the wigs and all that, acting like black women. It all started back in the days of Martin literally playing NeNe. But there's a lot of black gay men that got famous for cosplaying and acting like a black woman, like Blame It On Quay, for example, and also Trey Melvin. And there's a slew of others that have gotten pushed off of acting like a black woman. And it's just like, would a black woman be able to do the same thing if they acted like a man? Would that get pushed? Absolutely not. But I think some white gay men see that black gay men got pushed out the algorithm on Instagram and TikTok and all that by cosplaying a black woman. So therefore, they look at the black LGBT people that are making fun of black women, acting like black women, and they're like, I can do that, but a more toned down version of it. And they tone their version down of it, and they get pushed, and they get brand deals out the ass, and bam, overnight star. But I want to ask you guys this. Why do you guys think that white gay men act like sassy, Southern Belle, stereotypical black women? Like, for example, a lot of them see that as trendy. They see it as a character archetype that's very confident, and they don't take any bullshit. But why can't you act like yourself and then get pushed? Like, why can't you be naturally funny and charismatic as yourself? But yeah, you guys, I don't truly know the answer to that question, but how about y'all help me answer that question? Why do y'all think white gay men automatically act like black women, or their version of what they think is a black woman? But yeah, y'all, this is all I have to give. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this video, and let me know what you guys think about me and my bullshit. But those are my views. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna come back at you guys with some more content.